is he really actually going to tell the truth? Is he really actually going to tell Claudia like basically what happened, what basically what he did, and stuff like that, and especially when having their moment in the bathroom, I would say I'm not going to say too much, but she was complaining about her powers are not really as normal as some of her powers that she really has and stuff like that. I first want to say is that I don't think she's not really basically the weakest one basically in this anime. I don't think she really actually is. But I will say is definitely will say is that it's just that she's not really using her powers like the way like she should or something like that or anything like that. But now with the mark that she has on her thigh, on her leg, that she has, that she's limited to basically use those powers and stuff like that. One thing I really do want to say is to say also as well too. I definitely do think is 100% confirmed that the MC Leon gave her the power, means gave her a mark on her like I said, on her thigh or her leg, and he can basically just activate that power that she has. Like it's not kind of like he's telling her to submit or anything like that. I don't think it's not really basically like that. I don't think it's really not. I think it's basically what he did right there. Basically, what he did right there is basically to help her out. So I'm assuming it's basically is that he gave his power to her, but the question is, can he help her to learn to use that power? But there's also another thing also well too. I'm still kind of wondering, is he really actually going to tell her like that he used to be a demon lord from a long time ago? Now, with based that in mind, that could lead to other different complications, and that would probably would confuse her because when he told her about what happened, he says I lied. I don't have a Excalibur sword or something like that or whatever powers is that because even though let me just say this, okay, he's like the Lich King, okay, he's like the Lich King, okay, and the problem that I see with that, and I said this back in my last review, that he cannot mix his powers with holy magic powers because he can't. I don't think he cannot use holy power magic. I don't think he really can. I'm just not really so sure because when you have a person who is undead or whatever it maybe is that they can't use that kind of power. They can't because it will kill them because they're not able to use that kind of that not be able to use that kind of magic and stuff like that. That's kind of like saying from a movie like makes for movies or whatever TV shows is that like if they were to go on the property of a church, the property of the church means that they're forbidden to not to go there. But even if they were to go on holy grounds, based of a church, which is based as God's territory, they would die. It means that they get obliterated. Means that they can't step on holy ground because it's holy ground because it's not sacred. It's not sacred for them to step on based on right there. One thing I definitely do want to mention also as well too, based on watching this episode also well too. I do want to note something also as well too because since he is basically going into the city and basically learning about what's going on and stuff like that, I'm still wondering, is he really actually going to say it? If he's really actually going to say this to her? I mean, will she keep it a secret or will she get upset? Or maybe there's a very good possibility that she may not be able to understand. But that's the problem. Is will she understand? But we just don't know if he's really actually going to tell her because even though I think he told her is that I lied. I didn't have no Excalibur because he does not need a Excalibur. Because I just don't think that he cannot use a Excalibur because he's basically kind of like a Lich King kind of guy because he cannot touch holy magic because it probably would kill him. Probably could and stuff like that. That's what it probably do. Just like basically like with a vampire. A vampire doesn't like holy magic or whatever it is and stuff like that, or the sun. Means that they like to go out in the nighttime. Which means is that if they were to face to see the sun, faces the sun, that means they get wiped out completely, and that means they'll die because they don't come near close basic of that. They just really don't. When you have like a basically of a thing, basically like basically like, the good people that holds holy magic, okay, they believe the Lord and stuff like that, and stuff. And then you have like a evil army or something like that, and trying to come in between them two. I mean, light versus good, or evil versus good, or Satan versus God, or whatever this is that there is. It's been around for thousands of hundred thousands of years and stuff like that, and it really has and stuff like that. I don't want to get like into a huge debate basically just talking about that, and basically from what I see from right there, that's what it basically it feels to me. That's basically what I definitely do think. But I want people to really to understand, and just for them to know, it just like I said for, it's impossible for him as is whatever the powers that he has. Whatever powers that he has, he cannot touch that kind of magic. I don't think he really can. I'll be very shocked that he would. But even though basis of state that he is, he's just a kid or just a child, whatever it is that he really actually is. But I'm also kind of wondering, like, is he really actually going to be committed to basically, helping them, basically, like, helping her, basically helping her. But there's also one other thing also well too. Even though it's the sense that he bestows his power basically on her, I'm kind of wondering how much the implication that could really affect based on her. What I mean is basically is that if somebody was to find out something weird was going on with her, with Christina, whatever her name is, with Christina, I'm very worried. I'm very worried she's going to get cast out, or maybe they could execute her because the power that he gave to Christina, and basically that could lead to implications in the anime, which means is that she could get killed, or she could get cast out, because the people that will holy magic and stuff like that, they don't like people that will, demon magic and stuff like that. They will just kill you right there on the spot. They will just really would do it because you're forbidden to basically coming into this country and stuff like that. And I also want to say this also as well too, because like when he came first into the city, it basically there's one thing you need to know that basically people really need to know. When he came into the city, this is basically some kind of scan kind of situation that they really just do is or anything like that. Is see some of these things that really doesn't really affect him and stuff like that. But there's one other thing that really got my attention, which kind of shocked me by surprise and stuff like that. And when he's basically scanned, there's a second area. The area is basically scanned. They scan the level of magic that you have. Scan the magic of the level that you have, because it's in such those little things. Those things are alert, or whatever it is that they're alerting, which means it's possibility. Which means is that he has a high level of magic. But however, basically what happened, basically right there, what he did, he dispelled the technology. That's basically what they did. Now, and basically what it is. Now, I think he's not really over using his magic, but the problem is that if he were to use his magic, basically into the city, that can raise to a lot of that can raise a lot of problems based on what I'm seeing. But I'm still really kind of curious how this is going to all fall out. I just don't know like what he's going to do, like what's really going to happen. It's could I mean, could he die? I mean, could he possibly? Which I don't think he cannot die, because even though he's an overlord, I mean, he's a not overlord, he's a demon lord. That's all he really actually is. What he actually is. But I'm also kind of wondering, like, if you were to tell him that he's a demon lord, and then they'll probably think like, well, demon lords don't exist. But not only that, I'm still curious. I'm really am wondering if he is going to say something. I really am wondering. That's what I'm most worried about. I'm just worried about like how she's gonna react and like what she's really actually gonna say or anything like that. Or maybe she just probably just keep him around and just helping him keeping the secret and stuff like that. And I'm still kind of wondering like based on the power that they keep all stolen on her and stuff like that. I'm really kind of curious what kind of implications that's going to happen from there out. From there out, I don't know that's going to happen. But I also want to say also one other thing is that when she went on his neck, bite his neck or something like that, like she was like drinking blood from his neck or something like that. It kind of wonders me, going like, oh, is there a very good possibility that she could be a vampire? That could be a very good possibility, but we really don't know. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this episode review, episode 2. Anyways, this is Unwix. It was I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Excuse me. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. And please leave your comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please stay. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.